How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another top 5. I know you guys want to see a bunch of different top 5s, but I need some more ideas. So today I got support operators top 5. This is an easy one, but I do need more top 5 ideas. I know you guys want to see them. The top comment on the past few videos has been do more top 5s of either like support, fraggers, stuff like that, but I would like to know any more ideas you guys have. So I usually just do my top 5 attackers and top 5 defenders every single season, and that's how it's been the past 2 seasons at least. So I'd be happy to do this, like once a week, twice a week, whatever you guys want. Maybe probably once a week if you have enough ideas for me, because honestly, I can think of fragging, I can think of supporting, I can think of anchoring, but that's about it, really. Also, a lot of people have been asking for another updated tier list. I'm going to do that towards the end of this season. That's how I did it last season, and that video is still doing very well to this day. So I'm definitely going to do another tier list, but just be patient with me there. So with all that out of the way, let's hop into the support players. So first things first, I want you guys to know what a support player is before I say a top 5. If you disagree, your definition's probably a little bit different than mine. So support ops are basically more utility based rather than gunplay. So for example, Ashe would not fall under a support player, and instead she'd fall under a entry player. So guys, I'm going to get into my top 5 support players. This should be good for anyone that's trying to just learn support players. The support role, these operators should be a good baseline for you. I'm going to include attackers and defenders all in one, so you should be able to get a good mix up between the two. So I'm going to start off at number 5, which is the most obvious one for everyone it should be, and that is Thatcher, who has the EMP grenades. Thatcher is definitely essential for anyone at all that wants to be kind of involved in hard breaching on any round, or just should be picked really every single round if he's not banned. The reason for this is he destroys every single electronic device and can clear so many issues for you. So for example, on any electric wall, so a bandit or arcade, it'll destroy anything on that wall. I'm sure you've seen this before, and this guy is basically the only counter. Of course there's Twitch, which is, iffy because you actually have to drive a drone in there and risk it getting shot, but the EMP grenade can be thrown on the roof of that building and still destroy the bandit charge inside. So you mix the great EMP gadget, the utility is absolutely one of the most essential on the entire team, with a great gun, the L85 or even the AR-33. Both are very usable guns. Both are equipped with a ACOG, so there's no issue there. And if you're not an ACOG guy, of course you still have the holographic sight, so that is also there for you. So now we're going to switch gears over to defensively for our number 4. These are not really in a particular order. These are just the top 5 in general. I'm not going to say Thatcher's number 5 when really he might be number 1, etc. So for number 4, I'm going to be going with Mute. I think Mute is absolutely one of the best operators in the entire game, but especially for the support role. Not only does he have the shotgun SMG combo, which is a really good combo, he also has the MP5, which is also a very, very good gun. His MP5K, so he does not have the ACOG, but still it's a very good gun. Obviously you want to get good with the SMG-11 and shotgun combo, but the MP5K has no recoil. That's why I say it's a good gun. Definitely the damage is not there, but the recoil is bueno. Mute, as you all know, has the signal disruptors, which basically jams all communications for any remotely detonated gadgets. So that includes even the newer operators like Yana. That gets blocked. Normal drones get blocked. Breach charges if they're on the wall. If you put your Mute on the wall, will get blocked as well. They won't be able to detonate them. So really, Mute can counter hard breaching. Mute can counter intel of all kinds, droning, Yana droning, whatever it is. Mute can counter a lot and reject a lot of intel, very valuable intel. So Mute is definitely on this list, but I want to go on to number 3. I think we're going to hop back over to attacking side of things, because attacking is pretty straightforward. Hard breaching basically means support, so we got to go with Maverick. He is either a hard breacher or a hard breacher support. Depends on how you play him. You can play him to either get the bandits and whatever else you want to get there, or you can actually open up walls with the Maverick. Maverick is quite versatile and has the M4 assault rifle, so he's well equipped. And the only thing you really need to learn with Maverick is how to use that torch. The best way to do that is hop into a custom game with a friend, have them reinforce a wall, and just play around with making shapes with Maverick. Learn how to Maverick trick, basically meaning make outlines with Maverick and have it so the soft wall in between becomes soft, so you could just Sophia it or Ashe it, charge it. Now the nice thing is, once you do your role as a Maverick, I think you really are set up quite well to be a fragger with a great gun, pretty good speed and everything like that, and a really nice strafe strafing time. I gotta look at that a lot whenever I'm looking at kind of fragging type operators. With him, it's very easy to quick peek really fast. Some operators, it's kind of a slow motion, if you know what I mean. And that doesn't really get determined by the speed rating. If it's a 2-speed, it might lean like a 1-speed. For example, you got a guy like Jaeger. Jaeger was nerfed to only a 2-speed. Everyone's like, it's not that bad, the speed. But another thing they did is reduce the ADS time and all that kind of stuff. So that kind of slowed down the operator as a whole. While he only went down 1 speed, he actually lost a lot in his leaning game and ADSing game. So that's kind of how they nerfed him. The thing with Maverick is he has speedy. Of all those animations are quite speedy, so it's good for people that like to frag out. It's nice to see an operator that can be a support player and is a support player at nature, but after he's done his job can be just as good as a flex or as a fraggy player as any other operator in the game. And not to mention, he also has frag grenades. So Maverick, definitely one of the best supports in the game. Definitely a must if Thatcher is banned. Like a must if Thatcher is banned. Now obviously I probably could have done this for attacking and defense, so there's going to be a lot of notable operators that I'm going to also include at the end there. But for this exact video, I'm only doing top 5 for the entire game. So in this case, there's only going to be 2 defenders. So my last defender is actually going to be Echo. Echo has to be one of the most selfless players in the entire game. So that's why a lot of people don't love to play him, but he's definitely one of the best. So as we all know, Echo does have the Silence MP5 with the ACOG, which is also a pretty decent weapon if I say so myself, but he has the 2 yokai drones. Those things take some serious patience and some serious dedication if you want to pull them off. There are 2 different ways to play the yokai drones. I went over those in my mastery, so I'll just barely touch on them here, but basically you could either just play for the end round type thing. That's what a lot of people like to do with the end plant denial, or one of my favorite things is roaming around with your roamers with your yokai drone. Try to just be a drone for them. A lot of people don't take yokai drones as actual drones, and they don't drive them around and treat them like drones and use them for intel. Instead, they wait the whole round out, sit in the back corner, and try for plant denial, of course. Either way you look at it, you see there isn't a lot of kills in the game of Echo, and that's why it's so selfless. You're either sitting in the back of the spawn or sitting in the back of the spawn. Now the great thing about it is you are going to help your team win a lot. So if you like winning and you have a good teammate that you can actually roam around with your yokai drones with, then you're going to have a great time using Echo. While it won't show on the actual scoreboard, it won't give you the kills, but you will know that you are helping your team at the end of the day. So he is the last defender. I'm going to do the notable defender entries at the end, but we have one more attacker. So this one's basically just a battle between the new operator Ace and Thermite. So it just has to be one of those hard breachers. Either of them should be really on the list because they're kind of interchangeable, but Ace and Thermite both have their strengths. Thermite has the largest hole in the game, largest breach in the game, while Ace is the hardest to bandit trick. If you are able to Thatcher the wall and throw an Ace on both sides of the wall, there's no way that someone can physically trick both sides. So for that reason specifically, I have to have Ace as my number 1, and that's really just because I've been having great success with opening up the breach whenever I've been playing Ace. Not only that, he has a better weapon than Thermite. Thermite's weapon's really good, but Ace has a very high fire rate. So these operators are pretty close, but I like to look at my support players as, first I could do my role right, open the hard breach, then I have a great fragging potential. That's kind of what I looked at for Maverick and both Ace as well. So those were the base top 5. Now I want to give a few notable entries here, and of course you gotta include some operators on defense, and that's because I didn't do any hard breach denial besides Mute. You gotta include Bandit, Cade, or Kaid, however you want to say it. Some other notable ones, I actually think Castle's a pretty good support player if you have a good strategy with him and a good team to play off of him. So those are some defenders that I would say are definitely top tier. As for attackers, you include any hard breacher at all. A Hibana, a Thermite, a Ace, those are all very, very good operators, but for notable ones, definitely Thermite, Hibana. When you're looking at getting operators as a support type player, just look on attack. You usually want operators that are more utility based, mostly because you're going to be ending up droning a lot of the time time once you get on more of an established team. And on defense, you kind of want to look at anchors. Most anchors on the game are usually more support players. So that's going to do it for me, guys, on this top 5 support players edition. So if you guys want a new top 5 operators video, let me know what topic you want next. So I've done support, I've done attackers, defenders, all for this season. So let me know what else you guys want to see out of this channel, and I will see you in the next one. Have a fantastic day. Peace out.